Hello again, this is Matthew Rivera with the Southwest Painting Team at Sotheby's International Realty, and today we're interviewing Carmines on West 44th Street in Times Square. Great, so thanks for having me in today.
Hey, pleasure.
Yep,
Good to see you.
Yeah, good to see you too. So my first question for you is, who are you and what do you do?
My name is Glenn Rolnick, and I am the Culinary Director of the Alicart Restaurant Group, which is Carmines and Virgil's.
Great, so Glenn, how about you tell me a little bit about the history of Carmines, maybe where the name came from. Tell me a little bit about it.
Sure. Okay, Carmines has been around for about 33 years. It started on the Upper West Side on 90th and Broadway. That was the original location, and then we opened up here in Times Square. Times Square has been around about 32 years, and at that time when it first started, it wasn't the best, area. So Carmine started, it was only dinner. We would have huge lines in front. People always wanted to come here and try something out. It's family style Italian. So, it was a great opportunity to start something new in the area. And it's definitely brought a lot of attention to the New York City Times Square area.
Right, and how many years have you been executive chef here?
Okay, I've been with the company over 20 years. And it's been a great opportunity. I started as the corporate executive chef. I'm now the culinary director, which is very similar in what I have to do, but overseeing 8 properties that we have.
Wow, and you can give those properties a shout out if you want. What are the other locations of the properties?
Okay, so we have 3 restaurants. You'll have to deal with the noise. That's part of being in New York City. All right, so we have 3 restaurants just in New York City alone. The Upper West Side is a Carmine's, and then we also have a Virgil's takeout uptown, right connected to the Upper West Side Carmine's. Then we're here right now. We're in Times Square, which is on 44th Street and Broadway in the theater district. Right across the street on 44th Street is Virgil's Barbecue. That's our Virgil's concept. Started years ago. It's about 30 years old right now. And Carmine's was named, Artie Cutler was the original founder and owner of Carmines and Virgil's, and he was a horse enthusiast, a horse jockey enthusiast. So Carmine Abatella was a very famous jockey back in the day, and Carmine's was named after his, that jockey. And then Virgil's was named after so he had horses, and he was, always at the track, and he named Virgil's after the person that took care of the actual horses. So that was where he got the name Virgil's from. And then we are located in Washington, D.C. in the Penn Quarter. We're located in Atlantic City in the Tropicana, and both of those are Carmine's as well. We're located in the Atlantis in the Bahamas. That is a Carmine's as well. And then we have 2 properties in Vegas. One is Carmine's, which is in Caesars, and across the street, still part of Caesars, in the Link Promenade, is Virgil's Barbecue.
Thank you, Chef. Well, zeroing that in a little bit, this main Carmine location being in Times Square, what's so special about Carmine's being located in the heart of Times Square here, and sort of being in the middle of all the action?
Yeah, the action is definitely, a good word to put, a good phrase. We love being in Times Square. There is so much opportunity in Times Square. This restaurant did almost $36 million before COVID, and we expect to do at least that this year coming up. So we are in the heart of the theater district. There is a lot of stuff to do in Times Square. There are people everywhere you look. People want to come to Carmine's. Is a household name all throughout the world, as a matter of fact. And we absolutely love being in Times Square. It's just the fun, the action, the people, and that's where you want to be.
Right. Awesome. Thanks. Well, my last question for you, Chef, is personally, what's your favorite thing to do in New York City all around?
New York City has so much to offer, but the funny thing is that me being from New York, I love walking around the city and looking at all the unique buildings and people and just I'm a sightseer. I just love to see. I will go to a theater here and there. I love to go out to eat, but my favorite thing is absolutely to walk around, say hello to people. You get to know a lot of people when you work in the Times Square area. So we have good friends at Good Morning America and all the theaters and a lot of restaurants around that we always, just say hello to and have fun. It's part of my daily thing, walking between the restaurants and getting to see people, say hello. That's what I look forward to, and cooking for a lot of people.
Awesome. Great, Chef. Well, thank you so much for having me in. Really appreciate it.
Thank you.
And check out Carmines on 44th Street.